Hello everyone, and welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales. I'm Adrian, and today we're tackling a story that reveals just how low some corners of the British press and their online cheerleaders are willing to go when it comes to attacking Prince Harry. Imagine pouring your heart into an emotional tribute to honour your late grandfather, Prince Philip, and the veterans of World War II, only to be ridiculed and branded a self-absorbed clown. That's exactly what's happened to Prince Harry this week, and it's a shameful example of how the truth gets twisted when it comes to him and Meghan. The truest expressions of the heart are rarely performed for an audience. They happen in solitude, in reflection. A simple gesture can carry the weight of 1,000 words. In an age of noise and suspicion, sincerity is often misunderstood. We forget that some things are done simply because they are right, because they are owed. On a day of solemn remembrance, a young prince chose a quiet corner, not a stage. He sought not applause, but a moment of connection with the fallen and a beloved family member. This was a private pilgrimage, a grandson honouring his grandfather, a soldier honouring comrades. It was a testament to the enduring power of memory and the unbreakable bond of family and service. Our story begins not with scandal, but with a simple, profound act of love. The truth is often simpler than the narratives we're fed. It's a story of a man paying his respects, as millions have done before him. Let us set aside the clamour of critics and observe the act itself. Let us see it for what it was. A quiet moment of remembrance in a world that has forgotten the value of silence. Victory over Japan. Day marks the end of a brutal conflict and honours a generation's courage. For Prince Harry, it was also a day to connect with his grandfather, Prince Philip, who served in the Royal Navy during that war. In the solitude of Los Angeles National Cemetery, Harry and Meghan laid a wreath, walking among headstones, placing flowers from their garden on the graves of Commonwealth soldiers. This was not a grand state event, but a personal act. Humble, graceful and deeply meaningful. The tribute bridged time and distance, connecting Harry in California to his grandfather's legacy in the UK. By honouring the VJ Day generation, Harry honoured the man who shaped his life. The act was a continuation of a duty to remember, a quiet promise not to forget. It was a choice to step away from noise and engage in pure respect. The photographs taken were meant to share solidarity with veterans, not to seek glory. This was a man navigating his own path, yet still deeply connected to his heritage. It was an act that spoke of remembrance, not performance. In a world hungry for division, even heartfelt gestures are twisted. As images of Harry's tribute emerged, criticism erupted. Accusations of a publicity stunt, self-serving motives and rebellion. The context, his connection to Prince Philip, his work with veterans, was ignored in the rush to condemn. For some, Harry can do no right. Silence would be disrespectful. Action is attention-seeking. It's a no-win situation designed to fuel outrage. Critics weren't interested in understanding, only in ridicule. Their words became ammunition in a culture war. They ignored that royals have always been photographed at such moments, yet, when Harry did it, it was framed as sinister. The critics created a caricature, then attacked him for fitting it. The real story, a quiet personal tribute, was lost in the noise. Compassion was drowned out by manufactured outrage. When we point a finger, 3 point back at us. Who is truly self-absorbed? The man quietly honouring the fallen, or the commentators making it about themselves? Critics used Harry's act as content for their own brands, turning solemnity into spectacle. Their outrage was performance, not genuine concern for veterans. In contrast, Harry's tribute was humble, focused outward, and free of self-promotion. The critics projected their own obsession with image onto him. The reaction reveals more about our media culture than about Harry. On one side, a quiet act of respect. On the other, a loud performance of outrage. To understand Harry's sincerity, look beyond a single day to his life's work. His commitment to veterans is rooted in his own military service. 10 years in the British Army, 2 tours in Afghanistan. He saw firsthand the scars of war, shaping his empathy and resolve. This led to the Invictus Games, an international event for wounded service personnel, a legacy of action, not words. Harry built the Games from the ground up, attending every event as its most passionate advocate. This is not the work of a man seeking publicity, but of one driven by genuine mission. His VJ Day tribute was another chapter in a long story of service. Critics ignore this history, preferring palace intrigue. But Harry's true legacy is written in the lives of veterans he's inspired. His actions in Los Angeles were simply an extension of years of dedication. For Harry, public opinion is an unwinnable game. Rules change, goalposts move. Every action is interpreted negatively, a double standard applied at every turn. Ignoring VJ Day would be called disrespectful, marking it a PR stunt. This lose-lose scenario is by design, fueling endless outrage. The cycle keeps spinning, feeding a media machine that thrives on conflict. When he speaks on mental health, he's accused of oversharing. When he protects his family, he's called secretive. There's no path free from cynical commentary. The pressure is relentless, the verdict predetermined. For Harry, the only way to win is to act by his conscience, not the critics' standards. Integrity is not for others to judge. In the end, actions speak louder than critics' words. The noise fades, but genuine compassion endures. Harry's VJ Day tribute was for veterans and his grandfather, not for tabloids or trolls. It was an act of respect, rooted in duty and love. Though twisted into controversy, the truth of the gesture remains. Despite negativity, Harry inspires millions through the Invictus Games, mental health advocacy and family dedication. People see beyond caricatures, they see a man leading with his heart. His tribute reminds us that value lies in integrity, not headlines. Even after stepping back from official roles, his commitment to service remains. He honors his legacy on his own terms, guided by conscience. This is not disrespect, but moral courage. Let us hope for a future where kindness is met with appreciation, not suspicion. In the end, it's the sincerity of the heart that echoes, a message of hope, honor, and enduring truth. So, let's call this what it is. A man honoring his late grandfather and World War II veterans, being smeared for it because certain people can't let go of their obsession with tearing him down. The haters can call him whatever they want, but to millions around the world, Harry remains a veteran himself, a humanitarian and a grandson paying heartfelt tribute. That's the real story, not the twisted version cooked up by royal commentators desperate for clicks. Thanks for watching Meghan and Harry Tales. I'm Adrian. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe so you never miss when we cut through the noise and tell you the truth about Harry and Meghan. Until next time, stay strong and stay kind.